Now let's take this problem which I have taken from JEE 2020 6th of September first shift question, and the problem is we have to evaluate the limit x approaching to 1 0 to x minus 1 whole square integral of t times cos of t dt upon x minus 1 into sine of x minus 1. So what would be the value of this limit? Now if you see here, when x is approaching to 1, the numerator has the limits 0 to x minus 1 whole square. So when I am substituting x to 1, your limit will be approaching to 0 to 0. Means as a whole the integral will be approaching to 0. Similarly, the denominator is when I am putting x approaching to 1. So this denominator is approaching to 0 into 0, that is also equal to 0. So as a whole, this entire thing is approaching to 0 by 0, for which the best way to solve is using the L'Hopital rule. So I am using the L'Hopital rule in this particular problem. But to do that, I have to differentiate this numerator, which is in the form of integral. So I can use the Leibniz rule to solve this kind of problem, which says that limit, or which means that I have to find out the derivative of the definite integral, which is integral of, you have f of t dt, and the limits are in terms of x, which are, let us say, from g1x to g2x, and I need to differentiate this whole thing. So it is given by derivative of the upper limit, which is g2x here, so it will be g2x derivative multiplied by, now I will find out the composite function of f in g, which is f of g2x, and the same thing I will do it for the lower limit. So minus of, here I will find out the derivative of the lower limit, which is g1 dash multiplied by composite of f in g, so that will be f of g1x. Now here, instead of g1x and g2x, we have 0 and x minus 1 whole square. So I will first use the upper limit, okay, which is x minus 1 whole square, its derivative. That means what I am trying to do is I am finding out the derivative of the numerator and then the derivative of numerator, and then separately finding the limit for numerator and denominator, we can solve this question. So what we are doing here is limit x approaching to 1, you will have the derivative of numerator, which is the derivative of the upper limit, that is 2 into x minus 1 multiplied by, now wherever t is there I will replace it by x minus 1 whole square. So that is x minus 1 whole square into cos of, again here t, so I am writing it as x minus 1 whole square minus what we will do is we will find out the derivative of 0, which is 0, so ultimately this whole thing will be 0 only. And in the denominator, if I find out the derivative of denominator, the derivative of x minus 1 is equal to 1 multiplied by sine of x minus 1 plus then x minus 1 into derivative of sine x minus 1, which is cos of x minus 1. So using the product rule, we can find out the differentiation of the denominator. Now what you can see here is everywhere there is x minus 1, so I can take x minus 1 as t. So let us assume that x minus 1 is equal to t. I have done the change in the variable, and the idea is that wherever x minus 1 is there, it will be, when replaced by t, then t will be approaching to 0. When x minus 1 is approaching to t, then when x is approaching to 1 would imply t will be approaching to 0. So here this limit will change because of the change in variable, so we will write limit t is approaching to 0. Now here what is happening is when x minus 1 is approaching to t, so I will write everywhere t as x minus 1, so this becomes x minus 1 whole square into x minus 1 will be t cube multiplied by cos of t square, and in the denominator what I get is this will be sine of t plus t times cos of t. Now what we can do is numerator and denominator, let us see at what values they are approaching. The numerator is clearly approaching to 0 because of this t cube, and denominator here because of sin t, and here because of t. The denominator is also approaching to 0. So I can use the L'Hospital rule once again. So what I get is, I get limit t approaching to 0. This becomes, again I will use the product rule. So that will be t cube derivative, which is 3t square, multiplied by cos of t square, and derivative of cos of t square is minus 2t into sine of t square, and multiplied by this t cube and t cube, and this will be divided by derivative of sin t, which is cos of t, and derivative of t cos t will be cos t minus t times sine of t. Correct? Now this, we will see what form I am getting now. This is 0 minus 0. So numerator is approaching to a value 0. And what about denominator? Denominator is cos 0 plus cos 0, which is 2 cos 0, that is 2 minus 0, which is equal to 2. So you can see here numerator is approaching to 0 and denominator is approaching to a non-zero value. So as a whole, this whole fraction would be approaching to 0. So the limit of this particular expression, this whole expression will be 0, which is matching with the option B of the question. So B option will be the right answer to this question.